Dead baby bear. Dead baby bear.
Oh my God. Another podcast.
Here we are again. We're
Heyo.
that works.
Is it on?
It's on. We're
I didn't
taping.
even know to look there. That's how
No?
dumb I am.
And you're the one
Nothing's-
that paid $5,000 to do a radio course.
Yes, I did.
And he doesn't.
I
even-
went to the Canadian School of Modern Broadcasting.
modern broadcasting.
Quite modern.
What about the future broadcast?
Do you know Jungle Jay?
I have heard of the. It wasn't he on Power 92?
Yeah, he was. Hey, how's it going, guys?
Yeah,
He was that radio guy. Like, hey, we're back.
Do you think he talks like that all
Don't
the
forget
time?
to hit the post. Oh, I mean, here's
Did
the
he
thing.
talk like that off the air?
Well, here's what was funny. He was one of our teachers, but he was an alcoholic.
Uh-oh.
So one
For
so-
sure?
For sure. Here's how I know.
Oh, no.
He would come into class in the mornings.
Yeah.
Because he was our teacher in the mornings, and he was so hungover that he would be like, "Hey, everybody, you think your demo reel's bad? Listen to mine.
What?
This is from when I started." And then he would press play, and you would listen to his demo.
Yeah.
And it was like an hour long, and he would go to sleep.
Are you for real? That would be
I'm
the
not,
class?
yeah, he would go to bed. Like, he would fall asleep at the desk
Oh, my God.
with 15 students, and he would just play his demo.
Oh, my
And
God.
he would pretend he wasn't feeling good. But one day he came in with like perfectly burnt shot lips. He had like a shot glass around his lips from
You
like a
can get
flaming,
a shot lip burn?
like a flaming something.
Oh, I thought you meant from doing so many shots that your skin was burning. I'm like, I've done a lot of shots and I've never gotten a shot
Can you
burn.
imagine having pucker lips? You have an imprint, like tight jeans around your ankle. No, that's silly.
Oh
He
my God.
would, but yeah, what he would do is, and he was, and then we had Bob Layton. He was
Yeah.
another one of our teachers.
I am Bob Layton.
I'm Bob Layton.
If you're not from Edmonton, you might possibly not know who Bob Layton is.
He's a Mormon.
He is. Well, that's
We
one
had
thing.
quite
he
a
is.
few Mormon teachers.
He also was the Grinds My Gears guy of Edmonton.
Grinds my gears
You know,
guy.
like from the Family Guy. You know what Grinds My Gears? Because Peter.
Oh, yeah.
He was the Grinds My Gears.
Here's
man of
the
Edmonton.
thing about welding.
He had his personal essay.
There was a time, like you had a sing-songy sort of, well, the Rhapsody.
But it was a much more booming, deeper
The-
voice.
yeah, it was.
He
It
had a
was
very
he
deep.
did.
I am Bob Layton.
I'm Bob Layton. And I mean, talk about face for radio. That guy would look like a fucking hairless chinchilla. He was sickening, but so he was one of our teachers, old Uncle Bob Layton. He was fun. He was a fun little Mormon. And we had Eileen Bell.
Who was Eileen Bell? I don't
She
remember
was like
her.
a news lady at 6:30 Ched.
Really?
Oh yeah, and her voice, she sounded like a little angel, but in person she's 413 pounds.
So she could still be an angel.
No, not at that weight, my dear. No, I mean, there's
Can't
no
be an angel. There's
over 300 angels out. You know what I mean? Where are those wings taking
Yeah,
you?
those wings will break in half.
Oh shit! They're not built to. You couldn't even fall off a
my
building and not die. So yeah, she was a teacher. We had, I don't know. It was a very strange school.
Yeah, and it was modern broadcasting. So
Oh, and Bob Layton was the one that told me, was the first person he told me the creepiest story about suicide attempts. Like that's
no.
where I got that story from. Was like there was people that would jump off the bridge,
yeah,
but it
in
would
North
be
Saskatchewan.
yeah, or somewhere I
Oh.
guess, and then they would land in the mud.
Yeah, I've told you that before too. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
heard
like
that.
they wouldn't die. They would just land in the mud, like up to their shoulders or something,
and then they'd find them
and just
yeah.
lay there, and just
probably
wait for.
with broken legs or something.
And then dogs would lick their face all day. Just a suicide attempt, and then
Oh, can you
Just-
just imagine, like, that's going to be so demoralizing as you tried and then you got stuck in the mud and now puppies are coming and licking your face.
Mm-hmm. and you
Like,
can't even shoo them away because your hands are in the
Yeah,
mud.
you're stuck in that mud.
Just feeling those licks.
Oh, what a horrible. I hope that has never really happened. That would be so sad.
No, he said it happened because
my
he was
God.
a news guy that had to go cover it sometimes.
I thought that the press did not cover suicides, or was that just like from a teen movie I saw?
Is that from a Teen Beat movie? I don't know. What did you do last weekend? Did you have comedy?
Oh, what did I do last? No, I didn't. I don't think I did anything. I had one show, and then I just relaxed and redecorated my bedroom.
What?
I got like a new duvet cover. That's what I call it. Redecorating my
duvet
bedroom.
We did a little reno. We didn't get the. Did you have to get a permit for that? Did you have to go to the city and hey, what do I need to sign to get a duvet?
It was a big process because they didn't believe me that we got a king size bed. So they're like, "Well, why isn't this one a queen?" I said, "Well, we got a king size." And they wouldn't believe me.
And Adam's getting CPAP.
He's getting CPAP'd right now.
He's a large. Just give the guy a large mask.
A large-
I don't know why you have to do fittings for CPAPs. You know?
Is it like I've never been fitted for a CPAP, but I have been fitted for a bra? Is it the same style of thing?
I think it's well, he has a beard, right? He has a tricky little beard, so he's gonna is the CPAP gonna just cover his nose?
I don't know. I've seen
or his
lots of
entire
different
face.
kinds.
I think I'd like to get one that covers my whole face.
Not your eyes too. That dries
Yeah.
them out. That dry your eyes out. They fall out. They
That'll
do
dry your eyes right out.
they
Okay,
be
thanks,
like
Grandma.
Dehydrated little peas. Dehydrated beans and stuff. That'd be your eyes by morning.
Oh, really?
You can go around here, but not the whole face. You just want to sleep in a tent.
Yeah, and I used to wear a full face mask at work. I did. That's how shitty my jobs were.
Like for welding?
No, it was mostly just like if you were in an environment where there was a bunch of shit in the air.
Yeah.
But usually I didn't wear my mask. Usually I just nah, fuck it. Can't breathe with that on. Like I remember I would clean up nickel dust for 5 days without a mask and just be like, I don't want to put that shit on.
Have you ever gone into an ICU and had to mask up and stuff and
No.
So I had to do that a while ago, and I was all masked up and stuff, and I couldn't breathe, and I was sweating everywhere, and I'm like, how do surgeons do it? How do I thought I was dying with this stupid mask on, and then I was I really wanted to leave, but I also wanted to visit the sick person. It was a dilemma. It was a dilemma.
So you left.
I did eventually.
Who are you visiting?
My mom was in the ICU for a little bit.
Oh, was she? Okay.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. I've been to the ICU once for a guy that had a heart transplant.
Who?
Adam Delory.
Oh, you went and visited him in the ICU?
Yeah.
Cute.
And he was getting skip the dishes.
I've heard that.
That's awesome. That's the best. He was getting skip the dishes into the ICU. The delivery drivers would show up and be like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Wait, though. Okay.
Because skip the dishes drivers just want to knock on a door and leave.
Yeah,
They don't
how
want to
do you
do
tell
9
them?
flights of stairs and then put on paper coveralls. That's...
I gotta suit up for this?
What the fuck? Are you serious?
Oh my god. Can't you just take it into the...
It's I already tipped through the app 4%.
And then I bet you when they give them the review, they will not mention that he did go above and beyond when he truly did go above and beyond.
Oh yeah, no, that's a big skip the dishes order.
Hospital?
To drop off A&W at the ICU.
Wait, though, he was ordering unhealthy food and he got a new
No. I think he was ordering healthy food.
Okay.
But any takeout has a zillion calories, right?
Yeah, there's some I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. There's freshies and stuff. They can't be that bad.
Yeah, no, I mean, for the purposes of the podcast, it'd be funnier if he was eating garbage.
Yeah, for the purposes of the podcast, he got 5 guys delivered 5 times.
Fat burger. Yeah, you got a new heart, and it was a good heart, I think.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get lucky with an organ. Doctors will give you a little wink, oh, you got a good... You know what I mean? They do.
My cousin was an organ donor, and she donated her lungs, and she was in her 50s. But that's crazy. People, it's very hard to get lung donations. But when you have somebody that donates their organs, they tell you who, not the names of, but who they were and what they got it for, and it's so cool. I was reading it in this. We had this thing last week for her, and it was in the thing, it was her kidneys went to this man, and he has 2 children, and her lungs went to save this person.
okay.
It's really very interesting.
I wouldn't want to know, if I needed a new organ, I wouldn't want to know whose
who
organ it was. Yeah.
Have you seen Vice?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, now I've spoiled it all.
Why? What happened
Well,
that you
there's
find?
a huge part of the whole thing. Do you want me to tell you?
Sure.
It's just that the guy who is narrating the movie ends up being the guy that died, and Dick Cheney got his heart.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's a kind of a cool.
Because
little
that would
twist.
suck if Dick Cheney got your heart.
That's the whole point of that. Him being it, he's I didn't have a choice, and it went to him. I died, and this guy, I'm keeping this villain alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, what if you were like a good person and then they put your heart in an evil person?
Yeah, keep that hate going.
Do you think the good?
Yeah, like they're in
women
charge
were
of,
evil,
like-
though? If you were the heart and you were good, eventually it would.
I kind of think if you're the surviving family and you're like, yes, please give this organ,
Yeah.
there should be an audition process. You know what I mean? Like, for sure. I want to see 10 people, and I'll go, you. Greg gets the heart.
and you get one golden buzzer a week.
Yeah, it should be a reality show. Why aren't we doing this, Kathleen?
You know what, Sean? I'm terrified to say this, but I'm sure by the end of 2020 we will be.
It'll be The Voice. We'll call it like, it'll be like a voice style
There
thing
will be. You are so right. There are
where
going to be,
everybody's
like,
going to sing for their heart.
Yes. There are going to be reality shows about just getting medical procedures. Who wants a hysterectomy?
For free. And then you've got to like shimmy and do a clog and like, sorry, press your buzzer.
That's
No
like
heart
such
for
a-
Randy.
No heart for Randy. That's so sad. Randy,
Sorry, pal, you don't get the heart. You're
Oh
not
my
coming to
God.
Vegas.
I feel like that's gonna happen. I feel like for
It
sure
should happen.
We're gonna.
Why
like,
isn't it already happening?
I'm sure it is in someone's basement somewhere.
Somewhere in Japan,
It's happening.
there's a concept.
They
But I think we should do it. We should do
Yeah.
it, and then we'll just have different episodes for like livers, spleens,
Where are we gonna get these organs?
kidneys, lungs, heart.
Where are we getting the organs from?
Well, we'll do a deal with the hospital.
Listen, hospital. Look,
Hey.
you scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Hey, janitors, where's the boss? I need to talk to the boss of this hospital.
Who's the boss of this hospital? That is the funniest thing. I would love to just walk into a store and be like, who's the boss of this library?
Let me talk to your manager.
No, call him a
What?
boss.
Where's your boss?
I think we should start calling them bosses more.
It's a good,
more
and
powerful
it's also a
than
great insult because you're like, hey, where's your boss? Because you're basically saying like, there's no way you're in charge, you
That's
piece
true.
of dog shit.
And then they get to look at you and say, actually, I am the boss.
Yeah, I used to do that when I worked at McDonald's. You should have seen the look on
You would
people's
tell,
faces.
and you weren't?
Well, I was the manager, so
Yeah.
they'd be like, and I was 15 and fat and a loser.
I love that they had like 15-year-olds managing a restaurant.
They didn't give a fuck, right? I mean,
A restaurant. Jim's like, restaurant.
I was bad at it.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible at it. But there was, customers would be like, they would look at a little 12-year-old and go, let me talk to your fucking manager. This is just stupid. And then he'd be like, Sean. And then I'd walk over. It's like some fat 15-year-old who clearly dips into the merch too much, eating it, because that's the thing, you get super fat working
I
at McDonald's.
wouldn't doubt it.
You get
Especially
so
because everybody
fat.
starts building off the menu, right? Like,
Yeah,
what's
you're
the
making your
grossest
own.
thing that you ever made privately?
Oh, a private
sounds
dish.
dirty.
What's the most disgusting thing you ever made alone?
What's your private dish?
Tell me your private dishes. Not the stuff you cook for other people.
No, only
The things
for
you stuff in your own mouth at 3 a.m.
as you cry in the dark.
What did I make? I never had a fillet.
No, I think I've had a bite of one now, but I've never never actively been like, give me fish, McDonald's.
It was the only thing you would see in the garbage, right? Like if you worked at McDonald's
really?
and you took the garbages out, it would just be half liquid,
Half
like
fillet.
half. Oh, for sure, half of it's root beer. So you've got a giant garbage bag filled mostly with root beer.
Yeah.
And then everything else was a fillet. Like people would
How
take a
many
couple
people would
bites of
order
a
those a
fillet and
day?
then go, I don't know about that. Nobody would ever throw away a piece of Big Mac.
You would never sell more than a dozen a day. Never. There's no way. No way.
people
12
weren't.
people in one day order a fillet of fish. There's no way.
I wonder. Like, I'd like to sit at a drive-through and just kind of
We
count
should
the
do
fillets. We should
some
count the
market
fillets.
research.
So we've got two ideas from this podcast.
Yeah.
We're doing dance for your organ,
And count the fillet.
dance for your organs, and count the fillet. And then we just stand between where they order and the window and ask them, like as the with
you get a
with a
fillet?
clipboard. Hey, sorry, sir, we're just doing a quick fillet count. Any fillets in the car? And then what? I'm just wondering about it. We're not affiliated with McDonald's. So don't worry about that. We're not some part of some big corporate scheme to steal
And
your
then when
money.
you leave,
We're
you-
just private citizens that want to know how many fillets are being ordered in one 24-hour period.
And then when you're done, you look at his wife and you go, fillet. I thought that about
Lady.
that about 30 seconds ago, and I was
Nice.
just sitting there.
That's a record for you. That's a record because usually you'll. And I mean, hey, I'm the worst. I jump in all the time.
I jump in more than anyone.
This is because this podcast is basically like an ADHD fest.
It is, and I've been diagnosed.
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you are
Can we have
diagnosed
some sort
now.
of party sound thing here right now? I got diagnosed, and there's people out there that are like, "It's fake. It's not real." I don't know, but yeah, I got
Who
diagnosed
the fuck
last
says
Wednesday.
it's fake?
People in my family.
Really? You got people in, like children or children? That's
They
not
just
real,
like,
Auntie.
She doesn't have that. She's no. But anyway,
She doesn't have
yeah,
that.
I did. I got tested
So-
for ADHD last Wednesday,
So
and
if you
I
start
went.
taking meds, does that mean you're going to get more things done?
I'm already taking meds, and I'm already able to concentrate. So
Really?
I took medication the second day I had it, and the doctor said it's not like an antidepressant where it needs to build up in your system. It goes straight into your system, and it should like work immediately. So then I was like, okay, I got to do my taxes. I'm serious.
I love the fact that you're like, oh shit, it's tax time. Better go to the ADHD clinic and get the pills that let me look at receipts for more than 3 minutes without vomiting. You're hilarious. The timing of your diagnosis is right around year end.
Oh my god.
As soon as you're done your taxes, you're like, why did I want those pills? Because who wants those pills? You're not going to get more done. All you're going to do is be sadder at the things you're not
I
getting done.
focused on it though. I sat there and I didn't I was on my computer and I stayed on the right screen and it didn't flip around. I don't know. It
You
kinda
should have
was
seen me.
close, but-
I was looking
But I
at a
did-
computer.
My
This-
2019 taxes are ready to go. I'm just waiting for the T4s. All right, so I don't care what you say.
Why don't you call Revenue Canada and get angry about it?
Yeah,
That would be funny. Yo, I'm on these pills, all right? So they're not drugs or anything. But well, it's a drug, but I mean, it makes me concentrate and give me my fucking T4As.
Everybody thinks it's fake.
What? ADHD?
Yeah.
It's not fake.
But I don't know.
Absolutely, it's not
I was
fake.
very excited, and it was weird because I asked the guy. I was like, "Do a lot?" Like, because I literally was like, "So you mean I could have been a doctor? Like, I could have been like something better."
Not a doctor. You know what I mean?
Maybe a nurse.
Somebody who passes a dentist things.
Yeah, I'd be a dental hygienist. I could have been a dental hygienist.
You could have been a dental
Oh my
hygienist.
God.
There would have been pictures of you and your girls up on the thing,
All my
and
girls out.
you not your tits, your
No,
your
my
daughters,
girls.
your daughters.
Oh, I thought my other dental
If you had been,
hygienist
you would
friends.
definitely have multiple children if you were on these pills from 18.
Oh, probably I would have wanted to live more.
Yeah, you would have been like,
would have
okay,
been-
I want to plan something,
Yeah,
and there's
I wanna
nobody
plan.
around here.
Yeah, I'm planning shit.
Yeah, I want to
It's
plan
true.
a birthday party, but I don't have a baby yet.
How do I get a birthday party? I get a baby. That's how you get a
yourself a
birthday
baby.
party.
Quit wasting all these because that's the thing too. Is because what pill is it? What's it called?
Mine is called Vyvanse.
Vyvanse.
Yeah, there's a few different ones, and it's like a long release one, so it releases itself over 12 hours.
Does it mean like can you listen to Adam's stories longer?
If the TV is on, sometimes. No, that's always been my problem, though. It's
And
like,
I'm not saying Adam's a bad storyteller. I'm saying like anybody
can't pay
who's in a
attention to
relationship with somebody else
yeah.
and they have an ADHD issue
Yeah,
is
that-
like, oh my God, like 3 seconds into them speaking, you're like, here we go.
Yeah.
Right?
I haven't, now that I realize I haven't, like, sometimes when I would just, like, be talking to someone and I would just be like, goodbye. And I
Goodbye with
wouldn't-
your brain. Yeah.
Yeah, you just would go goodbye with my brain. But I haven't felt like I've done that since.
Well,
I've
yeah,
done
when I was
that.
writing for this hour's 22 minutes, like that was my, you know, because I have it bad as well.
Yeah.
Like I can't think about, I'll have like either I can't think about anything for longer than 10 seconds or I like end up like my brain is a hamster wheel and I have
Yeah.
the same like 10 thoughts over and over again. So it's like the same garbage running through my head all the time.
Yeah.
But when I was at this hour's 22 minutes, I was like, other people would be at their computers just pecking away at their
Yes.
keyboards, working on
I would never be that person.
working on something.
Yeah.
Like they were just like, oh, here's an idea that I have. I'm going to spend the next 3 hours working on
Yeah.
this. And I would be like, how do you do that?
Yes, I can.
How
do
can you
that.
think of
Yeah.
something and see it through to its completion?
Yeah, I used
That's
to.
ridiculous.
I used to think that like not writing my jokes down was just like, oh, I'm good at this. I don't need to write them down. But now it's just like I don't want to write them out. 'Cause
Yeah.
you can't do it.
Yeah, you're always going to be thinking about something else.
Always.
Hey, look, a bird.
Yeah. There were 8 no 9 things or whatever. He said there's 9 things and you scored 8 out of 9.
What was the one thing you didn't score on?
I can't. Oh, I do. He did tell me. Shit. What was it?
Would he look at? Would he show you like something like, "Hey, look, candy," and then look, beer, and then like, "What did I just show you? I forget." Like,
No, it literally was just asking questions.
what did I show you before the beer? I don't know. I don't remember that much.
If that was,
I just want to do my taxes.
and I did
Quit
it.
showing me flashcards of food. I don't know.
I don't know if it's real or not, but I'm.
It's definitely real.
Yeah.
For sure. It's as real as like depression or
Yeah.
whatever. What are the other ones?
What are those other ones? Anxiety. He said I'm mildly anxiety or whatever.
Yeah, no, that's the word. That is the word.
Mildly.
I have mild anxiety. I'm mildly anxietal. That is how you say that. Yeah.
When you're a rich white man.
If you're a rich white, I'm mildly anxietal, but I think the new pills are working. No, you got to take some pills, right? Get your life on pills has been good so far.
I am like on all the medications I should have been on for at least the last 10 years. And like I am losing weight easily.
Why don't we make this a reality show? Kathleen McGee's Life on Pills.
Yeah.
So we just we film your life for 3 months
Yeah.
without any medication.
Yeah.
And see what kind of train
no,
wreck
I
that
don't
is.
wanna go back there.
You'd have to for the purposes of
I
this
might
program,
die.
Kathleen.
Okay.
We can't just have Kathleen feeling good the whole time. It's got to start from a gutter where like you and Adam are on the verge of a breakup. Your dog is missing.
No.
There's a bunch of things happening.
Oh my God.
This would all be staged. Except the dog thing. We would actually have to lose the dog.
No.
Yeah, we'd have to break your heart and then fix it. We would have to for the show.
Oh my God. And could the theme song be Fix You?
That should be. I will try
Do fix Kathleen.
to find your dog. But I won't look long. That's the thing. You really learn a lot about people during a dog search.
Why?
Because some people will stay all day and some people will be like, Randy. Oh, well.
With Randy today.
Did I say Randy before?
Yeah, Randy didn't win the organ.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Now Randy's a dog.
my name-
He's been reincarnated
As,
into a dog.
yes. This is a Buddhist podcast. Yeah. No, that's Randy. Randy is the guy.
Yeah.
That's my go-to guy. I'm saying Randy a lot.
All the time. You've had other go-to guys though.
Trent.
Trent. Yeah.
I've had Gregory. It's always good to have a 2-syllable one if you're like scolding a child in a joke.
Yeah.
Gregory, get over here. If it's just Ted or something like Ted, stop it.
Stop it, Ted.
I don't know.
Extra syllables do give the extra.
What the fuck did I do last weekend? Did I have a show?
What did you do? What
don't
the fuck did you do?
What have you done? I think it probably was a dumb show.
Probably. I mean, I only had one show on Friday and then I had nothing the rest of the weekend.
I think I was in Grand Prairie doing a show for Halliburton.
Ooh, that sounds good. What do they do?
Oh, they make raps. It's just fucking. It's like Halliburton. Yeah, come on into the Halliburton restaurant and have some fried fish. Oh my God, you are so aware of things. What's a Halliburton? That sounds like a haircut. Give me the Halliburton.
What do they do?
It's one of the most reviled oil and gas companies on the planet.
Oh.
Yeah, but they were nice.
Did they pay you well?
Yeah, it was all
Or
right.
did they say times are tough?
Times are tough up here.
Yeah.
No, I usually bring up the NDP, and they're always like, "Not fucking funny."
Not here, you won't. That's
No,
hilarious.
but
Did
they
you
don't
talk
even-
about any of politics there?
Yeah. You'll talk a little bit about them being Halliburton,
Yeah.
and whatever. But I mean, you're in a library, and they're all just regular folks.
Yeah.
That's what you think, like Halliburton. What a fuck! And then you get there, and it's like, oh, it's just a bunch
just
of regular people in jeans
Yeah.
and shirts, and
Just trying to enjoy a holiday party.
They don't care. They don't. I think it's like associated with Dick Cheney, and
Oh, did he work for them?
yeah, he was a janitor.
Oh, that's right. That was in the movie.
Was it in the movie?
Wasn't, yeah. Didn't he work in Halliburton?
Have you seen Fargo?
Like the movie Fargo?
No, the TV show.
Some of the seasons, not all of them, but I
It's
do
pretty
love
insane.
It. It's
yeah,
a fucking
I
great
watched.
show.
I basically binge watched the whole first season last night.
Yeah, it's so. Oh, that's the first time you've seen it.
Yeah,
That like first episode is one of the most action-packed episodes. It's just like every 2 minutes I was like, what? It was great.
oh geez, like
Oh,
caving
geez.
your wife's head in and going, oh geez,
Ah, geez.
oh geez, and caving her head in. Oh boy,
Ah, cheese and crackers.
oh heck, caving my wife's head in.
Gave her my wife said it. It is a good show though. It is very
It
good.
is a good one. Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh yeah, that's
I
like
almost,
season
almost
he's
said
in
Billy
that
Bob
one.
Joe Taylor, but Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Joe Taylor is in this season of Fargo.
That would be funny.
He just shows
What
up
in the
on
hell?
Source.
A Tony. What are you gonna? What are they?
Was that in his act?
I don't remember.
A
but
Tony.
I'm just doing like, you know, if you were an American comedian from the deep south and you came to Canada, that
Yeah.
would be your opening joke. Like, I got here and went to 7-Eleven and they
Oh,
gave me a fucking toonie. What in the hell's your money? Your money's named after cartoons. You know, that's what I would say.
Yeah.
If I was the deep south, I should pretend to be one.
Yeah. I think so too. I think that'd be great.
Randy Travis. I'll just pick a known country star.
Hi, I'm Randy Travis.
Hi, I'm Randy Travis. They're
Hey,
like,
wasn't-
you're not fucking Randy Travis.
Wasn't that the name of the guy on WKRP?
There's more than
in
one Randy
Cincinnati?
Travis, idiot.
Wasn't that also the name of the guy on WKRP in Cincinnati? Or Travis Randy?
I mean, that is the most unfortunate name ever. Travis Randy. That is the dumbest name you could have.
Oh my God, Travis Randy is at home crying
I mean,
himself to sleep
I
tonight.
think Travis is actually a bad name.
Yeah, I don't know. Like if I know a Travis and I'm like, fuck yeah, Travis is here.
Yeah, there's not many Travis funerals
No.
where eulogies are packed with like, he lit up a room.
No.
When he walked in, let me tell you something. When you were having a party and Travis walked in,
He could have been a comedian, but he was too good.
he was too good at welding. He was a born welder, but he was also funnier than fucking anybody.
That's not Travis.
He should have been Johnny Carson. No, there's no Travises that light up a room. Travis
No.
walks in and you're kind of like, did we lose some? Did we lose a little light in here?
Did something
Did
come
one of the bulbs cut?
Did you guys feel a breeze?
That's the kind of person I am. Like when I walk into a room, I don't light it up. I
You don't
really.
light up a room when you walk in, Sean.
Are you kidding?
Oh.
People go, who the fuck is that guy with? They assume I was like a guest of someone who was cordially invited. What's that guy? He's not even with his handler. this guy just shows up without a handler? That guy's slow, right?
I want a handler.
You don't need one yet.
No.
But when you do, you're going to really fucking need one. Big time.
It's weird that in
You don't want to be a senior. If you're a senior, you want ADHD.
Yeah.
So you got to know the cutoff date for your pills. 63. You don't want to be fucking
Focused all the time.
74 in a wheelchair staring at soap operas and 100% laser vision focus on the episode of Young and the
I
Restless.
can literally repeat the entire episode after I'm done watching it.
Yeah. And then you go to talk to all the... That's the great thing about being old is you still... When you go to an old folks home, you're young again. When you're in the real world, you're an old motherfucker.
It's true.
Look at that old piece of shit. And then you move into a nursing home, you're the fucking new kid. You're in kindergarten. You're in kindergarten.
That old guy calls me kid.
You can shit without pain. You're the only guy on your squash team or whatever. Like you're the youngest motherfucker in there. You're getting tons of old puss.
Yes. Well, and men always get laid because there's so many women because men die earlier.
Oh, do they?
There's way more women in those homes than there are men because, and then men get lots of it.
So you just got it's long. It's a long game, really.
It's a long game. Yeah, you got to just hold out. Just hold it out. Hold
That guy was a
on.
virgin his whole life, and then when he turned 73, he began to crush it.
73-year-old vagina.
Yeah, I just have to outlive everyone who's better looking than me.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. That's it. It's easy. It's easy.
Okay.
It's easy.
That's fun.
Easy peasy.
Because good-looking people are usually fat, so they're going to die.
You're just going to have to hold on.
I'm not going to outlive any of them. But
None
no,
of
I
the
think,
good-looking people.
I don't know. But do you think you'll ever go to an old folks home? Because people think they won't, right? Everyone thinks they won't.
I Yeah, everyone thinks they won't, but like it also looks nice. You just get up. It's like being on a cruise all the time. You get up, you go.
It's like
down
being
for
on a
breakfast.
cruise. Like, hey,
down for
when do we
breakfast.
dock?
There's
like,
activities.
oh boy,
They take you on activities.
none of them do them.
My grandma does. My grandma is she loves going on the activities. She's adorable.
Oh, she must have always been a weirdo.
No, she's a great lady.
Because most people do not.
Really?
Yeah, because I think my wife went in and was like,
Oh, she
hey,
worked in
we
what?
should. Yeah, she works with seniors, so I think she was like, hey, kind of introducing the idea of like bringing in babies and stuff.
Oh, so that they could handle babies?
Babies and animals and
Animals,
things like
I
that.
get,
Yeah.
yeah.
So and babies too. Like the old ladies love babies and
Yeah.
stuff. And they were like, yeah, we tried that and nobody came. It's like so a bunch of old women like, we're bringing in babies, and they're like, oh fuck,
I got into this home to get away from the
done
babies.
with that shit. I'm so far away from birth. Like I just don't think you want to. It's kind of rubbing it in their face how close they are to death, right? Bringing in a
Yeah.
newborn baby, like, hey everybody, look at new life.
Look how much life this thing
Life.
has. Oh my god.
Don't you
that's-
wish you had some of this left?
That's a horrible idea. Don't you wish you could just suck some of this out of this little baby?
Hey everybody, you want to take some life out of this baby? Just
Just
take some baby. You want to drink some baby blood? And get a couple extra months, Rick?
that's what Dr. Sleep is all about.
Doctor Sleep.
Yeah, the sequel to The Shining. They do that in the movie. They like
I would like to see a baby with a
suck
CPAP
air.
on.
that exists because baby
Baby
yes,
CPAPs.
because my cousin's baby had that because he's a preemie.
I think that's probably oxygen. Like
No, they
the
had,
baby
I've
needs
heard
real
the term
oxygen.
CPAP for children.
I mean, the baby was born 3 months early. It's probably not wearing something that lightly oozes a little fucking air into your nose.
I don't know.
It's probably like this human requires oxygen or it'll die.
Yes.
So it probably was air.
Okay, but I've heard of CPAP machines for
A baby with just like a little thing, a spigot over its nose, and like, oh, we just hate it when it's snoring. And like, some of these babies are snoring their fucking heads off. Like babies, that's the thing about snoring. That's that's the only thing babies could do that isn't cute.
yeah.
You know?
It's not cute when anyone does it. Maybe when an animal snores.
No.
I think it is. My cat snores and it's pretty cute.
But babies snoring, you'd be like, shut those
Yeah.
fucking, put their baby CPAPs on.
Yeah, put the baby CPAP. I know you don't like your CPAP, but you're wearing it.
And then just positive oxygen air, like that'll just shut her up. You can't hear the crying, you know. And then you just, are you trying to shut your
God.
kid up? No.
my
That
God.
I'll tell you what that is. That my baby has sleep apnea. So we put that on her full time, basically. And just she grows up with a mask on. You don't even take it off till she's 7. Why are they all not wearing masks?
That's what the boy in the bubble
You've got
needed.
sleep apnea, darling.
You've got sleep apnea.
Just she carries it around. No. Do you think you'll ever have babies?
I'm almost 39. I doubt it. There's too many health complications, and like I don't think I've got great genetics. I don't know if I should pass this shit
You
down.
got good genetics.
Not like health-wise genetics. I'm fucking beautiful and fun, but
Yeah, and
I
funny
don't have
and-
good health genetics.
Yeah, but it's not, kids, they're still lucky.
Well, I mean, if I would have a kid, I would like adopt one.
That's a waste of time.
You're a waste of time. You're a waste of time.
Right, I was
You're
adopted. That's true.
My brother used to like. I always would say this to my brother because my brother he'd say something rude to me, and I'm like, well, at least mom and dad wanted me.
Was he adopted?
No, he would say, oh God, I can't even think what I'm gonna say. He would say, you're adopted, Kathleen. And I was like, well, at least mom and dad wanted me.
Yeah, they just had to deal
No,
with
none
the
of
other
us
one.
were adopted, but he would tell me I was.
The first ones are like, yeah, you should have. You should probably have 4 of them.
Fuck off. No. Oof. I
4.
see people like with babies and they're like moving all over the place. It's just like
Not if they have their CPAP on. Put the short hose on. We're
having a nap.
Put the road hose on. We're going to the park.
Oh my god. Oh my God.
You just have 9 different hose lengths for your CPAP baby.
Oh my God.
Take her to the park, go to sleep.
I would be way too scared about having an ill child. And then I feel like so bad that I'm like, oh, I selfishly wanted a kid. And now you have issues because I waited too long and my eggs were old. So you're an old egg baby now. Like,
Sorry, you're an old egg
I
baby.
would feel if I had a kid that had any issues, I would feel so guilty.
Why would you feel guilty? It
Because
just happens.
I shouldn't be having babies when I'm this old. I'm sure there are people
No.
that do it,
You
but
39 is fine.
39 is fine.
You're
I
on
just-
pills now.
Why do I want to have babies?
You're
don't.
ready. It's time. You know what I
You.
mean? You guys are ready.
You.
Ding, 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 dong, dong. Why not?
We have no money, first of all.
That doesn't matter. Babies are free.
Babies are free.
They are.
I'm
I mean, the first 2 years, everybody in your would be like, "Here's another onesie. Here's some dog food." Like,
Yeah, the only good reason to have kids is like to have a family, but then like you gotta have a family.
I know that's the worst part. You got to cook.
And if
What
I
would you
had
cook?
kids,
What would be your number one mom meal?
oh, I'd probably noodles and something. That's what they like, right?
Noodles and something. What's for dinner tonight? Noodles and something. Shut up. My mom used to say shit with sugar on it.
Shit with sugar on it. I love your mom.
That was her thing that she would say. Like,
What's for
What's
dinner?"
for dinner? Like if somebody asked, like in kind of a terse way, like I'm hungry. What's for dinner? She'd be shit with sugar on it.
I love that you did the accent too. Oh my God.
Shit with sugar on it.
That's amazing.
And I'd be like, oh fuck. She always says that.
Shit with sugar on it.
But we were at like British cuisine. We had like chip buddies.
Chip buddies.
A chip buddy is a piece of bread with
Yeah.
lathered with margarine
Oh my God.
and then has some fries in it.
What?
Yeah, you put like 3 fries in it.
French
and then
fries?
yeah, hot French fries, and then you fold the bread over and you eat it.
Just so it's bread, butter, and fries?
Bread, fries, and melted margarine.
That's a thing?
Called a chip buddy.
I've heard of Toad in the Hole.
Oh yeah, I bet.
I don't know why that's so offensive.
don't
But that's offensive.
Not
Oh
surprised.
my God. No, I.
No, you wouldn't put a toad in there. How would it live?
How would it live? It would never live. That's awful. You can't do that to an animal. Don't do that to any animals.
No. But you've watched the first episode of Fargo, but not the rest of the season.
I've watched, I think, the whole season. I think I've watched the first one, and then I started the other one. I don't think I've ever.
It was
fully finished.
fucked up.
It
Like
is
it was
fucked
a
up. It's good,
fucking. It
though.
was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like just sort of one of these like, what the fuck? Like he'd
Yeah.
just be in the elevator like, are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah.
And he's like, yes. Lester, you want to do this? Okay. Just starts fucking. Like it's kind of fun how we love shows like that where there's murder.
Well, it's
like
the same
somebody's
reason
just like,
why people love murder podcasts. You just like want to hear awful shit. I think.
and you kind of like. There's some part of us that's like envious of that.
oh yeah,
Of the ability to just be like, boof.
I watched.
You're
the
fucking
Joker.
dead. Like,
I watched the Joker. Did you watch the Joker yet?
no.
Ah, fuck. It was very good.
Yeah.
I didn't want to like it,
But you did like
but I
it.
did like it. And there's a scene about shooting people in the head, but I'm not gonna.
But there's a part of you that like watches Fargo and you're like, I wish I was Billy Bob Thornton. I wish I could just like walk into any scenario and pick the most annoying person and go fucking boom.
We've all thought that. That's called The Purge.
The Purge.
Have you not heard of The Purge?
What's the Purge?
For real?
I don't know.
It's like one night of the year where you can go and kill anyone without any.
Oh, okay.
It's not real.
Why isn't it real?
It should be. But then
I don't think it's a good idea
I've
because
never even
we'd be dead.
I've never seen the movie either. I just know it exists, and I don't know what happens in the movie. But I assume like if you don't want to get purged, you just stay home.
Stay home. The third Saturday, don't go out unless you're prepared to be murdered.
That's what I feel like. Isn't that what happens?
And then I would stay home. Yeah.
Yeah, like
You
but
can't
if
come into my house and purge me.
you can't.
That should be the rule.
That's just, yeah, because I guess. So, but then how are you gonna? Then if someone knows that you're gonna purge them, they just don't go out that night. Then your purging has been foiled.
I would think like, oh, I would love to be involved in this purge, but it's because you want to kill people,
Yeah.
right? But 3 seconds before I shot somebody, I would be shot. Like I'd be like, I
Someone
finally
would-
got this piece, and then pow. Oh
Who
no.
would purge you?
Oh, there's people probably, right?
No. Nobody wants to purge either of us. We're not
Oh,
purgeable.
You'd get purged for sure. There'd be some jealous female comedian.
No, God, nobody's jealous of me.
They would. They'd be like, "Oh, she thinks she's so fucking funny," and then Taliban,
Taliban.
Taliban.
Oh my God, I've never thought of that. Does anybody want to purge me? I've never ever thought of that.
Well, I want you to keep thinking about it, especially with this new medication.
I'm never gonna.
Should
stop.
lock it in for a week. Who wants me dead?
Who wants to kill me?
Who
Let's
wants
go
me
through
dead?
Every single scenario that I could ever
let's
think
put together
of.
a web. Well, it all starts here.
Really,
No,
I
you
don't
would-
know that people would purge me. I don't know.
You would not be purged.
I don't think.
How long
either
have we
of us
been
would be
talking about
purged.
this shit?
I don't know. 40 minutes. We got.
Oh, we got
while
a
to
little
go.
time to go. Somebody wants to connect with me on LinkedIn.
Are you on it?
I have never.
I keep on getting the same invitation from the same guy, and I'm like, who the fuck
Who
are
is
you?
this guy?
Who is this guy?
Who's
weird-
this LinkedIn hunk?
Who's this?
That'd be hilarious if you're like, oh, I get around. I seen a lot of dick. I get most of it from LinkedIn. It's a great dating site.
LinkedIn hunk. I'm a certified LinkedIn
Get a
hunk.
lot of LinkedIn dick.
Oh my God. I cannot stand, like, okay, I think the only app you should ever try to like flirt with somebody is Instagram. But when people send me messages on Facebook or
Have you ever gotten a dick pic on Facebook?
Not on on Facebook, yeah. Like a 78-year-old man sent me one and I
78.
blocked him. Yeah, that was weird.
He could still get hard?
I mean, Sean, I didn't look that hard. I didn't.
You don't have to look long to see.
Yeah, I can't.
A 78-year-old man sent you a dick pic? Like, was he insane?
I think so. But I blocked him. He was like one of those weird people, and he would comment on everything. And
You're looking good.
yeah, not even flirting. He would just comment on fucking everything, and then he would. Then one day he's like, "Oh, I thought you might like want to see this," and then I was like, "Never."
I
It
thought
happens.
you.
Oh my God! But when I was single, it happened all the time. Like at least guys have the respect to not do it now that I'm in a relationship. But like
Yeah.
when I was single, like you would. I had a guy sending me dick pics from his pet's Instagram account.
Oh
I
my
didn't even
God.
know who it was.
Here, yeah, you see like an avatar of like, oh, it's a hamster.
I open it and it's
It's a
dick.
puppy.
I'm like,
Oh my
"What?
God, it's a dick. That's odd. That's like
It's the ugliest puppy I've ever
that's
seen.
like biting into chocolate and it's a cat. You know what I mean? That's just fucking the worst. You're like, a chocolate cat. It's a cat. You know, that's
Oh my
gross
God, yeah.
to see a puppy and you're like, I want to stroke that,
then
and
you
then
see
you're
a
like, I
dick
don't want to
instead.
stroke that.
No, they're like dick pics. I don't want to discourage guys from sending them. If a girl wants them, send them.
But do girls want them?
They'll ask for them if they want them.
Oh, so it's like a job interview.
Yeah, I get. Not every girl's gonna want to see your dick.
But there are some that are like, okay, maybe we'll meet at the park. Show me a dick.
Yeah,
Okay, see ya at 7.
I've had guys before be like, "Can I send you a dick pic?" I'm like, "Sure." But if I say, "Can I send you a dick pic?" and I say no, and they still send it, then you're a fucking loser.
Wow, you've got some weird rules.
Weird rules. I do have. Yeah, no, but it's the way the world is.
Hey, what did I get? Where did I put that?
Oh no, where's the scratchy?
I'll go get the scratchy. Oh, you're
Uh-oh.
gonna get it?
Jim will go
Jim's
and get
gonna
it.
get it. Jim's gonna get it. We've been talking. This one's been weird.
It's been fun though.
There's-
I've been more focused.
Been more focused.
I think I made you laugh the hardest I've made you laugh yet.
What was that?
earlier. I
With the-
can't remember why.
Was it Filades? Or no, when you were like Halliburton? What is that?
That was.
What is a Halliburton?
I would like a clip of that. Just watching
What's
you
a
laugh
Halliburton?
so hard. That's the best feeling is making another comic genuinely laugh.
Especially when he's as dumb as I am.
Yeah, especially.
Now we're doing Lucky Lines Extravaganza.
Oh my God, that's a lot of stuff.
What the is this all?
You got to scratch all of these.
Oh my God, I can't do all this.
That's the do you want to just scratch the thing like? And I told like.
You know what was crazy is I went there and
wanna
I was
just-
like, yeah, just cheat.
Okay.
Because I went there. Have you ever had one of them say like, do you want to pick it or do you want me to pick it? And I'm like,
No.
When did this phenomenon start? Like as if the person that works at 7-Eleven grabs one and like think about how many people are like, no, not that one. Don't grab that one. Not the center right one. Let me pick it. Let me pick. Like, are you kidding?
People are like that.
That's insane.
I worked at a bingo yesterday for a grindstone, and there was a lady like, I'd like 7 from the top, 7 from the middle, 7 from the bottom, and I'm like, well, how do I know what your middle is?
What the fuck?
It was crazy, and like if you didn't do something right, they'll be like, I'll just take it anyway.
Wow.
It's crazy. People, where is the barcode for us to cheat? I'm gonna have to scratch this whole ticket just to find the barcode. Oh,
man.
Found it.
Nice. I like how our scratch and win has gotten lazier.
It's a metaphor for our careers.
Yeah, it really is. Like fucking scratch the barcode.
We used to get excited about it, but now we just want to get it over with.
Yeah. Let me pick it and then run the barcode immediately.
This is a true.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Okay, what do you think?
I don't know. I'm scared.
How much can you win on this? 5,000 prizes of 100 or more. This one doesn't give you a lot. Oh, 200,000.
Oh, okay. Well,
all right.
We've already won.
We're here
Let's see.
together. We've already won. Appears to be a non-winning ticket. Well, you know what? I'm glad we didn't scratch it. Because that's annoying.
Yeah,
when you scratch
you're
the
right.
whole thing and then you're not a winner. That's so annoying. It's a lot of work.
Why don't we just do the barcode every time?
I tried to do it, but you said it was lazy.
No, I think you're right. We should
am
switch.
right.
We should permanently switch.
It's more exciting.
Because even if you win, it's not. If you win, you're not going to be like, "Oh, I wish we'd scratched it."
And the best part is,
Fuck.
I wish I could have felt that excitement.
I wish I could have put my finger on that magic number.
And the best part is you take it in to get verified and the person looks at you like you're total trash. She's like, really? You just scratched the barcode? How
Really,
much of a
bitch?
gambler are you?
Really, bitch?
Dear? Really, bitch?
Walmart's hiring.
But you're, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how can you not look unemployed?
Yeah, if
When
you're
you're
just
oh, I
going-
basically scratch barcodes all day.
That's my job that's what I do for a living. I wonder if you could make a living from that.
No. Absolutely not.
No?
There's a reason why you don't see professional scratching winners. That'd be cool if you were like that kind of level of a moron.
What do
that
you do
were
for
like,
work? Oh, I'm a pro scratch
like,
and winner.
Oh yeah, I hang out with pro poker players. These guys, but I just do scratch and wins. You're up. Oh yeah, about 60 grand a year. Scratch and scratch and scratch. That's all I do, really. I'm always scratching.
Check out this
And
nail.
I win a lot. 60. You have like a solid scratch and win income, but it requires like your kids have to be scratching too.
All the time.
Yeah,
Scratching
the whole
all
family
time.
scratching. Take your cards, go.
You invest 20,000 to win 75.
Yeah.
That's
No,
how
you
it
can't
works.
win.
You can
But
never win.
we didn't win anything, and the podcast was weird.
It wasn't weird, was
But
it?
you were focused.
I was focused.
You were more focused.
Did I feel more focused?
I think so, because last time we did a podcast, we must have hit 70 topics, and this one was probably down to 30.
Yeah, it's going down.
Yeah, our topic list is going down.
Our topic list is going down.
The tubes. And then next podcast will just be one topic. Me and you are both locked into one stupid idea about teeth.
The one topic. We should do one podcast where we can only stick to
Pick
one topic.
one topic.
I don't think we could talk about
No.
one topic for an hour.
No.
It would have to be like a broad topic that we could branch off from.
Yeah.
But I guess that's just talking.
Sex. It has to be about sex.
Let's do. Yes.
Okay. And not oral.
no.
Or anal.
How do you do this then? You can't. You gotta be
No,
able
we are talking about good Christian vaginal. Good Christian
Oral and
vaginal.
anal are the most talked about of the sexes.
I don't want to put that toad in the hole. No way. Go home, toad.
You couldn't talk about it for an hour.
Anal sex?
I don't think you could for an hour.
No.
No.
Yeah, but I think that would be the challenge, right? The challenge of
Yeah.
it is to pick one specific type of sex.
If someone wants to give us $500 cash money, we will talk about one.
I like how you brought this about, made this about cash.
We're
Hey,
just
look,
trying to monetize everything.
we're
That's all
trying
we
to
can
get,
do.
you know what I mean? Are you eating edibles?
Right now?
Marijuana edibles?
I
Are you
do.
still doing those?
Yeah.
Yeah. You like those Northern Queen ones, right?
Yes, I
The ones
do.
that I got. Those
Yes,
are good.
I do.
They're making money.
I do love those Northern Queen ones.
They're good. I like the little peaches.
And the little gummy bears are nice.
Yeah.
They're very mellow and low, which is
And they
nice.
taste good.
They do. I hate when wheat food tastes awful.
Mushrooms were always like, what did you eat mushrooms in? What did you put mushrooms in when you
Sometimes
ate
I
those
would
as a
just
child?
eat them. Like magic mushrooms?
Yeah.
As a child, I would put them in my little tea set. And
Imagine how hard you would have tripped if you did mushrooms when you were 8. Like just like just a bunch of 8-year-old boys at laser tag, and you put mushrooms in their 6-inch subs. Here, everybody, have a BLT set. Like, yeah, and then you just put 3 grams of magic mushrooms in each, and then all right, laser tag. They're like laser tag. Like, I mean,
I know that's
just
probably
be
a horrible
fucking-
thing to do, but I want that to happen so badly.
We're as an adult, you're boring. We're boring, and
Yeah.
then we need drugs to like make us
Have
like
fun
children,
again,
right?
yeah.
And then children. Imagine that feeling
A
of
kid
being
feeling
like,
like a kid again?
yeah, your third eye opens like ding, and you just can't miss a laser shot for 4 hours. Bzzzt, like dead. That'd be fun. We should do that. We'll grab 10 kids,
10 kids. Dose them with mushrooms.
steal them from the hospital,
Yeah.
rip their CPAPs off, and do
Chris
what we gotta
LaBelle did a weed infused dinner. Did you
Oh,
see
did he?
that? Yeah,
a
he
weed
had like
infused dinner.
he had people at his house. I think he had like 30 people over, and they paid to be there, and he like made food weed infused, and it was like a dinner. And I'm like, I want to do one here, because Adam's like, I want to do that, like cook,
Yeah,
figure it out. So
because Adam's a chef. He can
he
do
is
that.
a chef. Yeah. No, so I'm gonna get Chris LaBelle to come up here and do one, because wouldn't it be fun to just go out to eat and like you just get super high?
I guess so.
Not with 100 people, but
Yeah.
just like a small like group of people.
Yeah, if it's like, hey, this tastes kind of gross. Like
Yeah, but
everything.
That's the point. Is
Hey, or
it
try
tastes
this,
good.
and you're like, oh, everything tastes a little grosser than real food.
Hey, Adam said today that weed is an herb. It can enhance anything.
Hey, Adam said so.
Imagine weed chili or something. That might be good.
Okay, that wouldn't be bad, I guess.
Could you just like sprinkle weed in chili?
No,
That doesn't work.
it'd be gross. I think it'd be gross.
Probably.
Oh well, we've talked for too long.
All right.
This podcast is getting old real fucking fast. Our listeners are down like every week. It goes down 1 every week.
Probably.
140, 139, 138. Wouldn't that be like the most awesome slow death
Just
for
to
any
watch it
podcast?
bloop, bloop,
Goes down 1 listen per week until you finally just like, what do you want us to say? We're down to 4.
Do you know what the saddest thing is? You go to someone doing a live feed and there's only 2 people watching, but they're still giving it their all. That's the saddest. That's the saddest. I've done that before.
Why don't you guys take this to a landline?
But then you go in and there's only a few people, but then you're like, well, I can't just go in and leave. That looks
Yeah,
rude.
that's
So
creepy.
now I gotta sit here.
And pretend I'm not making fun of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
the
to pretend
saddest
I'm
thing
not
ever.
ironically watching this.
Yeah, we should do a live and see how many people.
Oh, nobody.
Nobody would join.
Nobody would.
Nobody would join.
Anybody on a bus, maybe. You'd have to be on a bus heading somewhere
To join a live feed
of us. Yeah.
of us. But
Long bus trip.
don't you need Wi-Fi for that?
Don't you need? I hate this new concentrating Kathleen. You're all like filled with fucking logic. You'd need Wi-Fi. Sean isn't funny anymore. Ever since I started taking these pills, I realize how stupid his ideas are. Only attention deficit Kathleen finds it humorous.
I won't take my pill on Tuesdays.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Skip it Monday night. Or eat it, but not with food, so it hurts.
So you get a tummy ache.
Exactly.
All right.
Well, thanks for doing my podcast,
Thanks for
Kathleen.
doing my podcast, Sean. As always, it was great.
See you next Tuesday.
Signing off. I'm
Bye.
Bob Layton.
I'm Bob Layton.